Why people love the Brits is that it is chaos and you cannot plan for everything and stuff does.
The Brit Awards are just 2 days away. Harry Styles is set to headline, while Taylor Swift is up for 2 awards. But after a comment from the host, Swifties are completely spiraling.
I'm going to confirm whether Taylor Swift's going to be there. That was good, John.
On top of that, the Kansas City Chiefs just freed up more than $50 million in cap space, and the rumored wedding venue has been shut down by actual investigators. In other words, everything's unfolding at once. No one knows what's real anymore. Let's get into it.
Publicly available building permits for Swift's address and found $2 million or so in renovations planned for her home, including a new addition. But none of the documents mention a wedding, of course, or what the upgrades could be for.
The Brit Awards are set for Saturday, February 28th, and for the first time in nearly 50 years, the ceremony won't be in London. Instead, it's heading to Manchester's Co-op Live Arena. Taylor Swift is nominated in 2 categories: International Artist of the Year and International Song of the Year for Fate of Oilia. But here's where things start to get interesting. When the official performers list dropped on Wednesday, Taylor's name was nowhere to be found. The lineup is headlined by Harry Styles. Yes, that Harry Styles, alongside Olivia Dean, Raye, Wolf Alice, and Rosalia, who's actually competing against Taylor in the International Artist category. Taylor hasn't performed publicly since the Eras tour wrapped in December 2024, so her absence from the performance lineup isn't exactly shocking. But what the host said, that's a different story. Comedian Jack Whitehall, who's hosting the ceremony, was asked point-blank in an interview this week whether Taylor would be attending the Brits. His response was basically a masterclass in saying nothing while somehow saying everything. He said he wasn't going to confirm whether she'd be there and that he wasn't falling into that trap.
I'm not going to confirm whether Taylor Swift's going to be there. That was good journalism, but I'm not going to fall into that trap.
But then he added, and this is the line that sent fans into full detective mode, that the reason people love the Brits is because it's pure chaos. You can't plan for everything, and things just happen.
People love the Brits is that it is chaos and you cannot plan for everything and stuff does.
Why people love the Brits is that it is chaos and you cannot plan for everything and stuff does happen. Stuff does happen. That's exactly what he said, and those 4 words instantly sent Swifties into full analysis mode, like they just uncovered a hidden The Tortured Poets department vault track. Because let's be honest, Taylor Swift making a surprise appearance at an awards show where her ex-boyfriend Harry Styles is headlining, just weeks after Opalite hit #1 and months before her rumored wedding, would be the kind of cinematic power move only Taylor could pull off. She skipped the Grammy Awards after Showgirl missed the eligibility window. She hasn't performed publicly since the Eras tour wrapped in December 2024. If the Brit Awards ends up being her return to the stage, it could break the internet harder than anything we've seen since the Eras tour announcement. And then there's the Harry angle. The 2 famously dated back in 2012. Taylor wrote multiple songs inspired by that relationship across several albums, and fans have been dissecting the lore for over a decade. The idea of both of them in the same room, Taylor potentially accepting an award while Harry performs, is exactly the kind of television moment producers dream about. Whether she shows up or not, the speculation alone is driving major buzz for the broadcast, which airs on ITV Saturday evening in the UK. Meanwhile, back in the US, the Kansas City Chiefs are making moves that point in one clear direction, bringing Travis Kelce back. The financial reshuffling has been significant. The team restructured Patrick Mahomes' contract earlier this month, freeing up a massive $43.65 million in cap space. Then on Monday, they released veteran defensive end Mike Dana, creating another $9 million in savings after entering the offseason projected to be more than $57 million over the salary cap. The Chiefs have now cleared enough room to retain key players. Travis included. General Manager Brett Veach made the team's stance clear at the NFL Scouting Combine on Tuesday. He called Travis the best, referred to him as an icon, confirmed there's been productive dialogue with his representatives, and emphasized that while the team has prepared for every scenario, they're hopeful he returns.
I've taken a different approach with Travis in the sense that I think, we've kind of prepared for either scenario, and Coach had mentioned on Friday, he's had great dialogue with Travis on our end, myself, Crochet, Travis's crew, we've had some good dialogue there. Travis is the best. He's an icon, and hopefully he comes back, and we'll just kind of let that process play.
Associated Press reported that Travis Kelce will not test the open market, meaning if he plays in 2026, it'll be with the Kansas City Chiefs or not at all. And Tom Pelissero confirmed that contract negotiations are already in motion and trending toward a return.
In terms of Travis Kelce, my understanding, and I think Ian said this on Super Bowl Sunday, is they have already been in contract talks. It seems like this is trending toward Travis coming back and playing for Kansas City, but nothing is done until it's...
Nothing is official until it's signed. But there's another major factor here. Eric Bieniemy is back in the building. The offensive coordinator, who coached Travis Kelce through 7 straight 1,000-yard seasons, has already spoken with him about a reunion. At this point, every sign seems to be pointing toward a 14th season.
Just love the guy, and it's going to be awesome to see him back in the building. Can't wait to see him back in the building, man. He's one of my favorite coaches of all time, one of my favorite people of all time. I've had so many unbelievable, growing moments under him as a player.
Brett Veach also delivered what might be the most revealing quote of the entire offseason. He pointed out that Travis Kelce isn't a typical 27-year-old testing free agency for the first time. He's accomplished everything there is to accomplish. He's about to get married. He has a full life beyond football. In other words, this isn't just about contracts. It's about where he is in life.
Typical, hey, 27-year-old, first time at free agency. I mean, Travis has done everything. He's accomplished everything. He's about to get married. He's got a lot going on. And so I don't think there's an element of us not trying to, you need some sort of deadline, timeline, but at the same time, I mean, it's Travis Kelce, so we're going to just continue to have positive dialogue and see where this thing...
That about to get married line coming from Brett Veach himself carries real weight. It essentially confirms what many already suspected. The wedding is a major factor in Travis Kelce's timeline, and the Kansas City Chiefs are giving him room to sort out both his career and personal life at the same time. With Travis' contract set to expire March 11th, the Songwriters Hall of Fame gala scheduled for June 11th, and the rumored wedding date of June 13th. The next 4 months could be the most pivotal stretch of his life, on and off the field. And then there's the wedding venue drama, which only got messier this week. An investigation by NBC News Boston cast serious doubt on Watch Hill, Rhode Island, as the location. Reporters reviewed public building permits tied to Taylor's property at 16 Bluff Avenue, checked event filings with the town, and even spoke with local police. The result? No permits, no event paperwork, no visible preparations.
Looked at publicly available building permits for Swift's address and found $2 million or so in renovations planned for her home, including a new addition. But none of the documents mention a wedding, of course, or what the upgrades could be for.
Wedding planner Kate Murdo also weighed in, noting that Watch Hill has limited hotel capacity, heavy seasonal traffic, and would require a large-scale security operation. The kind of infrastructure that just isn't being put in place right now.
It was just a very natural path because people saw she was doing construction all summer. It's a small town, so it's challenging. There are not big brand hotels.
Ocean House's marketing director had already denied the rumor that Taylor Swift bought out another couple's reservation. That makes the June 13th Ocean House theory, which dominated speculation for months, look increasingly unlikely. Some fans think this is intentional misdirection from Taylor's camp, pointing out she'd never let real wedding details slip to gossip columns. Others believe the venue may have shifted entirely, with sources previously mentioning Tennessee as an alternative. While the actual location remains a mystery, the honeymoon is already sparking buzz. Multiple outlets ran pieces this week on Chobe Game Lodge in Botswana, a luxury safari lodge where Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton honeymooned after their second marriage in 1975. The parallels to Taylor Swift are striking. She literally references Burton in Ready for It. He can be my jailer, Burton to this Taylor. And her latest album includes a track titled Elizabeth Taylor. Chobe offers genuine privacy, limited cell service, and the kind of remote luxury that would allow the world's most famous couple to vanish for a week. One writer even quipped that at Chobe, the cats are bigger than Taylor's Scottish folds, and for once, she and Travis Kelce would be the ones dodging paparazzi. While purely speculative, The Elizabeth Taylor symbolism is exactly the kind of honeymoon aesthetic Taylor could build an entire narrative around. So, here's where things stand as we head into the weekend. The Brit Awards are Saturday, and Taylor may or may not appear at a ceremony where her ex, Harry Styles, is headlining. She's nominated for 2 awards, and the host is dropping cryptic hints about chaos. The Kansas City Chiefs have cleared over $50 million in cap space and are openly campaigning for Travis to return. Watch Hill is debunked as a wedding venue, but the big day is still allegedly 4 months away. The Songwriters Hall of Fame gala is 2 days before the rumored wedding. Fans are already speculating on a honeymoon in Botswana. Travis even called her My Taylor on a podcast while sipping whiskey with Chris Stapleton.
Talked to Taylor, my Taylor, about this a few times, but she grew up in the country world in Nashville and in high school and coming up, and she raves about how together they are, how they maneuver on tour and stuff like that. She was underneath a lot of these big country.
Every single thread of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's lives is converging this summer, and we're watching it unfold in real time. Whether it's a surprise Brit Awards appearance, a contract announcement, a wedding reveal, or all 3 at once, this promises to be the most thrilling stretch of the Tavis era. Yeah, that's it for this video, folks. See you next time.